John Mendoza asked, is there anyone else in your office that you can hand off all of the CSR work to?
Mm-hmm.
I'm still new and getting going, but I have a person who handles all of the policy changes, payments, billing, and just
Yeah.
general questions. That way I can focus on running the agency and I don't get stuck doing all of the BS that comes with customer requests. I know sometimes customers call and ask specifically for you since you're the agency owner, but I always tell them I have a dedicated person they can go to in the office that can help them with their question.
Yeah, that's a fantastic question. That was Johnny, what's his name?
John Mendoza.
John? Yeah, honestly, great question. I think I've been thinking about this more and more and more as I've learned about like the 80-20 rule. I went and just looked at my whole book of business, all of our customers and all of our policies, and I sorted the top 20% of our customers. I don't know if you guys have heard of like the 80-20 rule, but basically it states that like, well, anyways, the point was that 20% of our customers made up more than 80% of the business. So like our top 20 customers, 20% is like actually like the other 80% of our customers are like a small portion of our real big book of business. So you really do need to hand off that work, and a lot obviously like as the agency owner, people want to like I sell a lot of the policies. Um, excuse me. People do want to talk to me, so you need to make sure it's in dedicated, like you have dedicated focus and energy, because if you are trying to answer everybody, like even in that lower 80%, um, the top line is growing a business, and that's the name of the game, like to help scale it, and you need to put your focus in places that are going to help grow it to the next level. So if you're focused on the bottom 80%, you're going to get stuck there and you're going to get tied up. So you need to free your time on that top 20% where you can kind of increase the top line. And yeah, you have to dedicate that to somebody, give them full ownership. Yeah, yeah. So, and then I would say like make sure you have like your VIP list where it's like these are my top 20 people, top 20% of people. Like if something is urgent with these top 20, bring me in. You know, that's what I would do, and that's what I do. Um, but yeah, that's the way you're gonna scale any like business. You can't keep your hands on the service work forever. It's just there's no way, no way. Yeah.
Okay, Summer has a two-part question. I can't find answers, but I'm looking into getting my insurance license. But how do you work for multiple auto insurance agencies? The second part is, as well as which agencies will allow you to work for them and others and not just one.
Okay. I'm a little confused with the question, but I think I get what you're saying. Summer? Your name is Summer?
Summer.
Summer, yeah. I think you're maybe like saying agencies, but it's actually they're called carriers. So like insurance carriers are the ones that are going to pay the claim. If somebody gets in an accident, something serious happens, the insurance carrier, the company is the one that's going to pay out the $1 million, not the agency. So you can work for one brokerage or one agency. You can't really be working for multiple agencies. Like if you worked for my agency and then you went and were working for the guy down the street too, I would be like, it's like conflict of interest. So you need to kind of pick one agency or start your own or whatever, or go to Farmers or State Farm or whatever company, start an agency. And then, well, State Farm and Farmers are called captive companies, so you can't shop around products. But if you're an independent agency, you can work with multiple companies, and you need to get what's called an appointment or a contract with the company that says Chris is contracted with us, he can sell our product, and we'll give him commission for selling our product. And the only way to do that is by reaching out to them or having a connection at those companies or some way. There's also alliances, so it can go deeper into it, but let me know if you need help with getting appointments. There's another video on that too, like how to get appointments. And then was there another part to it, or was that pretty much it?
That was pretty much it.
Okay, cool.
And then Al said, thanks for sharing. What are some reputable home and auto lead companies out there? I use Rocket Referral and I love them so far for our automation. Much appreciated.
Nice. You use Rocket Referrals. I love Rocket Referrals. I think it's, yeah. So as far as like reputable lead vendors, I hate to shout them all out because like they should sponsor us first of all. But we've used Quote Wizard, ZipQuote. Those are the two ones that I've seen are good. I'm not gonna trash any of them because like there are some that I'm like those are not good. But Quote Wizard and ZipQuote, they were pretty reliable, and it ebbs and flows. Like I've also heard this from other agents where if you stick with the same vendor too long, they'll start to kind of like lower the quality of your leads and kind of pass those on to like newer people to kind of get you hooked a little bit with their services, which is kind of messed up. But yeah, there's some out there that involve like aged leads. I would stay away from that one or those. Yeah.
The last question is from Joey Cortez. Hello, Chris. Thanks for another great video. I'm looking at starting my own agency. Currently, I am with State Farm. I am looking at going with a franchise like Goosehead Insurance. Any thoughts on what a good starting point would be?
This is Joey.
Joey.
Okay, cool. You're going to Goose. Yeah, honestly, I don't know enough about Goosehead, but I don't. For some reason, my gut tells me, like, from the little I do know about Goosehead, I don't know if it's a good compensation or package that, as far as ownership of the book, like, number one thing you want to make sure is you own your book of business. So if you ever want to exit, you can just sell it and make your money and walk away from the business, and that's it. But Goosehead, I think, ties some other stuff in. I don't know enough about it. I can't speak on it. What was the other part? Like State Farm? You asked about State Farm?
He's currently with State Farm.
State Farm is a good company, but also you don't really own the book. So traditional independent route is probably, in my opinion, the way to go. It's difficult because there's no support. Like Goosehead probably has some support. State Farm has a ton of support. Like they'll back you up marketing wise. They'll give you books of business for free. Like they'll hook you up, but also you can never sell it. So what was the question at the end of the day? Like what was he trying to say?
It was any thoughts on what a good starting point would be?
If you have the ambition to do it, like go independent and just like leave State Farm and start it up from scratch. Starting point would be getting like, your agency license, getting the name, get the brand all done, Facebook, Instagram, get all your social media pages, your website up. Those are all things like pieces of the puzzle you need to start putting together. And I put another video out on like how to start your agency, so check that one out. That's easy to do. And yeah, that's the good starting point. From there, it's just getting your market, like your warm market, ready to go so that you could start, your friends and family can start moving their stuff over and hit the ground running, because the sooner the better, in my opinion. Also check out an alliance, because it's really hard to do as a new independent agent to get the contract. So alliances really expedite that process. Yep.
That was awesome.
That was it? All right, cool. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Hopefully that does answer some of the questions. And I hope that brought a few pieces of value. Shout out to Kelly. I guess we're going to be seeing Kelly a little more in the videos nowadays. Woo! And yeah, I guess we will just see everybody at the top, right? All right, cool. Thanks, guys. See you soon.